So let's just talk about express-validator. So it is a set of middleware and it can be used to provide server-side data validation. So it ensures that the incoming data meets the specified criteria that we set so that we can build one secure and reliable web application. So for this we have to use the express-validator package. So first of all we have to install that. So npm install express-validator. So here the installation is done. So let's now start the server nodemon index. So our server is running on the port 3000. So we're gonna define /user route, and this will have the callback method with the request and the response. Now to use the express validator, first of all we have to import that. So require express validator. So to validate the query parameter, we're gonna import query from the express validator so that we can use that to validate the query parameter. So because this is one middleware, so we can use that inside the route. So before the request response callback method, we're gonna use our query validation. So we're gonna write query, and we wanted to validate the query name, and we wanted to make sure that the name is not empty, and if that is empty, then we wanted to have the message. So we're gonna add one message to that, name is empty. So this will check if the name is empty or not. If that is empty, then we're gonna have the message name is empty. This query validation will add one object to this request parameter, and we can access that result inside this callback method. To get the result, we have to import validation result from the express validator. Now here we can get the result of the validation. We have to call validation result, and we have to pass to the request parameter. So this will hold the result of this validation. Now we're gonna simply send the response. So we're gonna send this result. So let's now check that. So here we're gonna go to the Thunder client and create a new request to localhost 3000/user, and let's just pass the query parameter name John. And if we send, so you can see we're getting this object with 0 number of errors. That means there are no errors. But if we suppose remove the name, and you can see now we're getting this error where it says name is empty because there is no name to this query parameter. Similarly, also we can validate the data that we pass in the body of the request. So for this we have to import body, and now we can use that middleware right here before the callback method, and we can validate the body. So suppose the body have some username, so we can validate and check if the name is empty or not, and if that is empty, then we can add one message to that, username empty. And here we're just gonna get the result of the validation and send the result. And here we're inside the body we have to add the contents, username Sam. So if we send, so we're getting no errors, that means the validation is correct. But if we remove that and send one empty object, now we're getting the error, username empty. Now this is just only one validation. Suppose we wanted to add multiple body validation. In that case we can use the array. Inside that array we can pass multiple validation. We can have another validation, and here we can validate the password, and we can make sure the length of the password is of minimum 3 characters and the maximum of 10 characters. And we can add the message password must have length of 3 to 10. And also we can check if the password field is empty or not, so we can say not empty. So if that is empty, then we can add the message password is empty. So let's now check that. So currently we do not have any field. So if we click on send, so we're getting 3 errors because the username is empty, the password does not have the characters 3 to 10, and the password is also empty. So 3 of these validations are failing now. So if we send the username Sam and click on send, so now we have only 2 errors. Now if we send the password 1 2 3, so you can see all the errors are gone. So this way we can use the Express validator, and this will simplify the process of validating the user input, and it will make easier to build secure and robust Express application. So hope you understand the concept. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.